welcome to Retro World Expo, beautiful Harper, Connecticut. My name is Pat Country. I'm on the YouTubes and the internets and the World Wide Webs. Does that still exist, the World Wide Web? Oh, www is the World Wide Web, but that's forgotten. That's lost to the annals of time, like AOL and Lycos and Ask Jeeves.
Lycos.
You guys remember Ask Jeeves?
Yeah.
Did he ever actually answer you? No. Was Jeeves the dog? No, Lycos was the dog. And Jeeves was the butler, like Alfred. What was Alta Vista? Was that like Live-In Nanny? What was Alta Vista? I forget what that was. I don't know. So, thanks. Let's give Lance a round of applause. For helping put together Retro World Expo. Without him, you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here selling a certain NES guidebook. Downstairs for sale. $60 registered. Factory suggestion. All right, once we got this going, I think the sound should be working on this. I can test it. I'll show you a new Ask Frank. Well, it's a somewhat new one. If you didn't see it a week and a half ago when it came out, it's new. So, we cool in here, Lance? I think we're good. I think we're sound. Hold on. I'm good. Let's restart that again. Give it up for Frank. If you could time travel, what year would you go back to and why?
Probably late 60s, 68, 69. I was a kid then and things were happening.
Why is crabgrass considered undesirable and what is the best way to prevent it?
Wow, it depends how you want to go. It's considered undesirable because it's rough and it takes over your lawn, and if you spend a fortune on it, you don't want it. It's a weed, but it is green. I mean, and to get rid of it, if you don't want to use poison, you got to pull it out. You could spot spray it and you got to yank it out if you don't want to use poisons, though. You got to hand do it, labor intensive.
Hi, Frank. Do you like the Queen? Not the band, but the monarch.
No, I'm not a royalty guy. You know, I think it's passé. I mean, even more passé than I am.
Do you choose the gun or the sword?
Gun. I mean, sword, you better hope the other guy doesn't have a gun, plus it's messy.
What are the birds and the bees really up to?
Really, actually, they have, you know, whatever they have in their head, and that's what they do. The birds keep their planet clean of insects, otherwise we'd be like hip deep in them. And plus they're beautiful, and some of them we can eat. And the bees just go about their business, and we get honey from it. Plus, all the food in the world, all the grown food, depends on the bees. So, you know, important stuff.
Fleetwood Mac, Peter Green, or Rumors?
Peter Green, because they were a blues band then, and I really liked that kind of music. And then when they went pop, you know, I didn't like it at all. But of course, they made a lot more money, so you know, it's hard to say they shouldn't have done that either. But yeah, Peter Green for sure.
What is your favorite comic book villain?
Dr. Doom. Man, he's a classic.
What have you been arrested for?
Possession, but so.
If you had to eat only one food before you died, what would it be?
Well, I don't know. I guess Italian food. I'd want like maybe fish and pasta, you know, and a cannoli or something. Yeah.
Hey Frank, what was the last album you bought when it was first released?
Wow, that's a good one. Wow, that's a good question. God, it's hard. That's a tough one. Yeah, it had to be something in the '70s. I can't think it was Derek and the Dominoes. I remember buying that album. Maybe Robin Trower, maybe that one, or yeah, maybe Robin Trower.
What was it like being in your first cartoon?
I don't think I saw it, but I would be. Of course, it'd be great. I mean, to have someone think of you in that way, it's funny.
Frank, have you ever considered moving to Australia? Great place to expand your garden.
Yeah, no, I never really considered that. I have a friend there. I could actually go there and, you know, hang, but it's a really long way, and I have to live in the States. I mean, people live in Europe and they can, or Central America. I know people live there, but I'm a USA guy. I miss it. I miss the United States.
What is your favorite type of tree?
Sequoia. Just saw them last week. There's giant sequoias. Nothing like them. You don't believe it until you're actually there, and then you still don't believe it.
Frank, please grow a goatee. Mustaches are so 1980s.
Well, yeah, and I'm even older than that, so you need a goatee with the mustache. Well, I have the little thing here, so that's it. That's all you get. Plus, if I do that, you wouldn't see my cleft chin there, which it's a feature.
When are you going to have your own YouTube show? You know, something where you answer questions and give advice.
I don't know, when I get paid and there's a girl involved, something like that. I don't know. I'm not really that interested. I have my own work to do. If I could support myself not working and doing this, believe me, I would do it. I'm tired. What's this?
It's a joke, this is your show.
Oh.
It's time to all right, that was the kind of new. Who here had seen that before? Okay, a little bit, so I don't feel too bad rehashing that. All right, get the lights back up on, please. We good? Thank you so much. All right, we're in the dark. Pat after dark. Ask anything you want. We'll do a Q&A and then we'll. Wow. Oh. Yeah. No, we still want them on. Okay, halfway's good. That's fine. Little mood lighting. Ladies, this is what a date with Pat would be like. Maybe, I don't know. So we'll do a Q&A. Maybe we can test this while I do a Q&A. Test the NES. We'll switch over. That'd be cool. So any questions you have to ask about me, my YouTube show, the podcast, Ian, Donkey Kong, Frank, besides how I know him, I won't answer that. Video game years, a certain NES guidebook. Speaking of that, I'll show you something real quick. What the heck happened there? I don't know what just happened.
Windows 10, that's why.
Okay. How about this prototype cover for a certain...
Nice.
Little shiny, huh? So look out for the Kickstarter next year on that. If I don't die beforehand, that'd be great before that comes out. And yeah, what's good about this one is that I'm actually learning a lot about Super Nintendo games because unlike the NES library, I don't have as much familiarity with this library. That's why I've incorporated more people to help out, more writers to help write this one. So I'm still writing for it, but I'm more overseeing production more so than I was on the NES when I did most of the heavy lifting on that. So it's gonna be good. You guys excited?
Yeah.
Who's excited and will probably purchase one? Woo! Most of you, wow! Okay, give me your cash right now for pre-order. I'll remember all your names. No. Okay, so that's gonna be a Kickstarter next year. That should be good and awesome. We just airing out the cartridge. What's that?
Air drying.
Okay, just see if you get a solid red light on that. We can switch over from this. That'll be good. We're done with this. There. We can. All right.
No luck.
Oh no, my flash card's dead. You want to switch over to the video to make sure it's going?
Is that an EverDrive or power pack?
It's a power pack. Solid? No. All right. Well, let's switch over to the video first. We can see what it looks like. All right. We'll do a Q&A. Hey, is that on? The camera? This giant one?
Oh, yeah.
He's listening. What? We'll do a Q&A then while we get that. Whoop. I'll do the cleaning. I can clean it. No, that's not good. Yeah. Hopefully it's not dead. I got my NES Marathon coming up. NES Marathon's coming back in November. So any questions? Raise your hand. I don't know if there's a microphone. You in the back, sir.
I have 2 questions. Can I ask you?
No.
Okay.
That was your question. Now you go ahead.
Darn, am I done? All right. First of all, what are you playing now, Pat? And secondly, you guys swear a lot on your YouTube channel. 4-year-old loves your show, but I have to cover his ears up every time. So he drops an F-bomb. Do you guys speak do without profanity?
He's putting you on the spot. So, okay, what's your first question? What am I playing right now? All right, it works fine. Cool. Okay, first question. What am I playing right now? Super Nintendo games. I'm playing with the guy. In terms of the profanity, I try. It's harder on the podcast.
You're so good.
Am I? No, I curse sometimes.
Sometimes, but he
So-
provokes you, I think.
So you're basically saying drop me in from the show. That's basically what you're saying. Should I drop me in from the show? No. I can ask ask Ian, why don't you shoot Ian a tweet or a message? He'll take that into consideration. Ian gets a little ornery though sometimes, and he does bring it out a little bit more, but we try to stay, I can't say we try to stay PG-13. We try to. Sometimes some segments are better than others. Sometimes I try to reel them back in. What's your son's name? Elliot, don't listen to what I say. Don't do what I do. Listen to your father and mother. If you hear a bad potty word come out of my mouth, just remember, I'm a lunatic. So you don't have to worry about it. But I'll try, Elliot. You have hair like I did when I was small. A little less curly, but give it up for Elliot. Passing the love of retro games from one generation to the other. Do you have the Super Nintendo Classic yet, or the NES Classic?
If you get one, we would. But what did we play yesterday that was really fun that you liked?
What did you like, Elliot?
iToy Play.
iToy Play?
Yeah, we were playing iToy
Elliot,
Play.
you have to play better games again. We'll do better. All right, next question. You right there.
Speaking of Ian, it's a shame he's not here. How's his health doing?
Ian took a little turn for the worse, unfortunately. He has NES. That's his condition. Nerve entrapment syndrome. He can't make it up. Anterior collateral, NES. I think it's funny, but no, he'll be fine enough probably for the marathon. The marathon, if I stop doing conventions on a weekend, I should be able to announce that. It'll be the weekend of November 10th or 11th, whatever it is, 4 weeks from now, the 11th and 12th, and there's going to be some guests. Remember who helped out last year? Gerard Khalil Delicious? He'll be back this year. And a couple other guests that. This is going to be the biggest NES marathon yet, which basically means Pat can take a nap during it, more so than usual. There's going to be like 5 or 6 people to help out and rotate. And I'll probably be at Ian's place, because I'll have more room. My little game room can't even barely support the 2 of us. So, you, sir.
I got 3 questions.
3?
1, will you do an ultimate Sega guide?
Which system?
Like Genesis, Master System, that sort of stuff? 2.
I don't know. Master System, there's actually somewhat of a guide out someone else did for Master System. I don't know what the reviews it got, but someone put out one a few years ago for the North American library, which is 114 games. Genesis, I don't know if there's that big of a market for it. Super Nintendo, there is. I probably would do Turbo before I would do Genesis. Would you guys buy a Turbo, honestly? I would. 4 people, that's why it might be tough. No one will buy it.
I'll give you the money right now.
Was it second, the 8 questions?
What are your thoughts on the retro USB ABS?
I think it's pretty good. I have one. We might use it for the marathon. Nah, we can't do that. It's harder to split the HDMI signal out. I'll probably just use AV again, but I think it's pretty good, the retro ABS. I know Bunny Boy who created it. He's a good guy. And question 3?
As of this year, what are your final thoughts on the Coleco Chameleon?
I think I had my final thoughts last year on the Coleco Chameleon. Well, it's like anything else. You have to watch out for some Kickstarters. You have to do your research on them. We just covered the mini Commodore 64, which wasn't a Kickstarter, but was Kickstarter a year and a half ago. Supposed to come out in December, and they never did. They took $100,000. Now they're selling the minis to fund the full one. You got to be careful with some of these. Hey, you don't. You got to be careful with them. So my final thoughts on the Coleco Chameleon: it was never a good idea when it was a retro VGS. It became a worse idea when it was the Coleco Chameleon because they tried to capitalize on the name. And let's keep all these dead system names dead. How about that? Coleco's dead and gone. You can go visit the old Coleco Industries. How far is that from here? It's in Connecticut somewhere. It's apartment buildings now, or condos. It's done. It's gone. The name doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just a trademark that some weird-ass company owns. So, all right, that was suppressing. You, sir, the astronaut outfit, what is that?
Close enough.
Okay.
You've covered the retro blocks now, the Polymega, and you recently did a thing on the...
Did we cover the Polymega?
It was the retro blocks when you covered it.
Did we go over a little bit? We're like, okay, we have to wait for the Kickstarter to see what it is.
And they said they're not going to do a Kickstarter now they got their funding.
Now they got funding.
Yep,
Thank God, we don't have to cover as much now.
And they're saying they're going to release that next spring now. And
Oh, it's pushed back to the spring.
Yeah, and you covered the CD, I guess.
The CD, which I love that name.
I'm just curious, as someone who's such a purist on your collection, are you particularly interested in such devices for yourself, or are you just interested in them as something that's keeping the retro market alive?
Well, I'm not a purist when it comes to hardware, because if you don't have the hardware, you can't play the games, right? So on the podcast, the CD was a great idea because for years we spoke about the need for having something to replace all these dying CD systems, because those are the first systems that die out. You know, those first generation of first generation of PlayStation, they don't work anymore. A lot of the very first ones, they were made of rubber, they burned out. So if you think of PlayStation system from 95 is going to work 30 years from now, probably not. Even though they made millions of them, it's going to be hard to find one that still works. Same with Saturns. I had a Saturn that, it worked 1 year, next year I tried it, I never played it in between, it didn't work anymore. Turbo CDs are expensive. So if you don't say yours breaks, you don't want to have to get recapped or whatever else. So if you have an old PC, you have some CD-ROM games, laying around, you want to play that. So the CD, I think, is a great idea. And obviously there's minor controversy around the emulators and how, look, all these Retron 5, they all use the same sort of line of emulators that technically you're not supposed to on commercial endeavors, but it is what it is. It's just a shame, but we need hardware replacements for this stuff. So I'm for anything that keeps alive the original software. So that was a rambling answer. Start in the red jacket.
2 questions. So I always see you guys drink beer on the CU podcast.
I don't. He does.
I know.
He's drunk.
I know he always does.
That's why the cursing.
What kind of beer do you like? And
I'm not a big beer guy anymore, so I'm probably not the person to ask that about microbrews or anything. You give me like a freaking Coors Light or Corona, I'll be fine, probably. So, sorry, I'm not like, I drank enough beer in my 20s.
Ian hasn't
What's that?
Ian hasn't really given you a palate yet.
I lost the palate. I lost the palate for a lot of stuff. Whiskey I can't drink anymore, yeah. Elliot, don't drink whiskey. He's very sick of the panel, I would be too. Yes?
If you could redo any NES Punk episode, what would it be?
That's an interesting question. If I could redo any NES Punk episode. Wow, Mr. Gimmick's a long episode. It's like 19 minutes, right?
Great episode, though.
You like that one? I edited that in 24 hours before the first Portland Retro Gaming Expo in 2011 that I went to. Hat fact. You can see it. I know. I was out of my mind. I couldn't do that again. I was a lot more hyper. A lot more energy back then in my early 30s. Jesus, I'm old. What episode would you want to see me redo? Is there one that you don't like? It's a trap question.
No, what
There's no right answer. What question really stinks?
Well, I'd say baseball stars, because you don't even have proper lighting.
Hey, she's right. Hey, give it up for honesty. I had no lighting. You know what? You know what's coming out? This is a good idea. June will be my 10th anniversary on YouTube. Don't clap. That means I'm a failure at night. I'll straight off YouTube now. Maybe I'll redo baseball stars. That could be an interesting
Wow.
idea for a 10th anniversary.
Wink, wink.
Wow, it's already 5 years since the 5th anniversary where Rob got killed off. Oh. All right, maybe I'll redo that one.
Wow.
Yes.
You were thinking about getting into collecting the Neo Geo games, and you're not sure where to start. And we've seen a lot of the different hardware that contains, like all of them, but I don't know which one's good. There's kind of mixed reviews. So what do you recommend?
So the question is, if I was a rich man, should I collect the Neo Geo? No. I have 5 or 6 AES games. So they're all like under $100. Like I have like Magician Lord, I have Baseball Star, speaking of that, Baseball Star Professional, Super Spy, like the original cheap ones I remember playing on the 4 slot. I do have a consoleized MVS, those are cheaper, so I might play that more at some point, but I did find that AES in the swap meet, that was a good deal. So it didn't work. So will I ever be a collector? Probably not. If anything, I'll probably get the, well, I don't need a converter, because I just have the consoleized MVS. I'll probably just buy some MVS cards. But I have the multi-card too, the MVS multi-card. That big yellow one, you get like AliExpress for like $50 or whatever. So yeah, I'll just use that, because I don't want to spend $10,000 on a Neo Geo collection. That's not even, that's nothing. $10,000 to buy like 3 games. So what do you prefer? Do you have an AES? You're trying to live vicariously through me? Is that what it is? Want me to go into debt for your enjoyment? Next question, then we'll do the Play the Punk Challenge. We're only about 20 minutes left. So maybe great question. Who has great questions left? Great
Now,
question.
the video game years, being that it's on Amazon, do you think it might possibly continue in the future?
That'd be a great question for the video game years panel. It's coming up in a few hours.
Oh, great.
But maybe.
I'll take that.
There's a lot of. You said take that as a yes.
Well, I'm not saying it's a yes because you don't know. But,
It's a tough endeavor. It makes no money.
Right.
I wasn't paid to work on it. John wasn't paid, so it was tough. When we first did it, what was that, 5 years ago, 4 years ago? We were in a different spot in our lives. Memories. So we'll see. We'll try to do a Kickstarter and ask for a lot more money to make it happen. Also to pay the editors a fair amount, pay the people that appear on screen. Because no one got paid except for the editors. And they got paid a little amount. The CG guys got paid a little amount. So we'll see. I would hope we would get the funding for it. 2 more questions. So you in the back. Yes.
What made you want to start collecting games-related items, and what's the rarest thing you own in your collection?
What made me want to start collecting games? I don't know. I think I just was interested in going back to what I had as a kid. Nostalgia, expendable income helps. When you're in your late teens, early 20s, you have nothing to spend money on. You don't have a house yet, so I'll just blow it on old video games. Now, this stuff was cheaper back then, so that helped. Yeah, I just wanted to sort of reconnect with my childhood a little bit. Even when I was a younger lad, like your age, I even wanted to get 2600 games. Something's like, oh, I want to play these old games that barely existed when I couldn't form a memory yet. And what was the other question?
What's the rarest game you own in your collection?
Rarest game. What's the rarest game you think I own? Little Sims. I saw 3 of this on the floor. No. Gold Nintendo World Championship card is the rarest game. How much does it go for? Do you have a big bank account? Are you asking? It goes for tens of thousands of dollars at this point. Not 100, but I could probably get a little bit less than that.
36 last time, I think.
I could get more than that. I know someone to turn down double that, at least. Yeah. Not me, someone else that had one and turned it down. So it's not for sale, but that makes it very tempting if it's cash offer. All right, let's do the Play the Punk Challenge. Why not? Yeah! This is how the Play the Punk Challenge works. It used to be that I challenged you, but unfortunately I beat you guys all the time, except for twice. So you guys will play, and the winner's going to get an unwrapped mic cord. The winner's going to get a digital download code. A digital download code for Ultimate Nintendo Guide in NES Library. The loser is going to get Donkey Kong disapproval. He's going to be like, you should have done better. So who has not asked the question yet and wants to play the Punk Challenge?
Is that an unreleased game? Donkey Kong disapproval?
Donkey Kong disapproval. That was the unreleased black box game.
What game?
That's my yoga. Who wants to play? What game? Well, that's the thing. I choose. You, sir, in the hat. Yeah. And then you in the orange. Is that orange? Yeah. Not that colorblind. Whoops. Not double dragon. That's flavor. Come on up. Give it up for him. I don't know what you guys are in for. Whoa, it's like, whoa. All right, what's your name?
Sam.
Sam is player 1. What's your name?
Dave.
Dave's player 2. Let's try to stand over here. We can kind of get out of the way of people here. Yeah. Sam and Dave. Let's do ice hockey first to 2 goals or 3 goals. I'll decide. That's cool. All right. Dave, player 2. Sam, player 1. Do we have any volume on this? No? Okay, no volume. I'll try to work it out on the board myself. Is that hooked up there? So, whoa. That could be.
Back to World Expo. Accidents happen.
Wow. All right, we'll start. So, is this 2 players? Did you select 2 players? No.
Does that mean he went?
All right, here we go.
He got rid of the second.
Sam versus Dave. Is this plugged in up here?
How crazy does the speed get?
Like, what speed do you recommend?
You should do 3,
3, okay.
and then press start when you guys are ready. And then pick your slim, chunky, or medium. And then hit in when you're ready.
Make sure you fight.
Okay. All right. So Sam is Canadian team. Then USA is Dave. Give it up for the USA and Canada. They're our friends too. They gave us hockey. We give them. What do we give them? I don't know. Missiles? I have no idea. What do we give Canada? All right. So we have Dave shot with the spinning. Oh, there we go. We'll just lower that somewhat. A little bit lower. So, perfect. Okay. Thanks so much. Give it up for our tech crew. All right, so Sam's getting a tussle there. Oh, fight! We have a big melee going here. All right, who's gonna get? All right. We have the slim goes to the penalty box. Let's see a goal here.
We got no penalties.
Might be first to 1 goal, depending. Face off. All right. Sam has it. Another fight. All right, guys, let's score a goal. Or not. Oh, there's a goal.
Pressure's on. You got this.
Let's go USA. Let's go, Dave. He said pay. All right. Dave's got it. Goal. He ties it up. That's what I want to see. Chunky with the goal. Face off. Let's see. Dave wins the face off. He gets knocked down on his butt. Nice save there. Pass is intercepted. And he decides to just skate into the goal. That's not a working strategy there, Sam. Canada would not be proud. Dave's got it. Skating around. Fires the slowest shot I've ever seen. Oh, nice save there. Dave. Pass back, pass again, slow shot, doesn't get through. Here comes Dave with the shot. Oh, skating does not have the best shot. Nice save there by Dave. Ricochet again. Shot, save, rebound, save. Oh, wow, this is exciting. It's so exciting, I might end this within a minute. We'll get more people. Someone scored, come on! Dave shoots. Blocked. Wow, you guys are too good at this. Shot doesn't get through. Wow. All right, there's 2 minutes left. If this goes to overtime, no one scores in 2 minutes. I'll just call it if no one scores. Here comes Dave. He gets knocked down. Jeez, this is the longest play-the-puck challenge ever for ice hockey. It really is. This is going on. This is competitive. Blocked shot. Blocked again. Shot from way out. Here comes that shot. Save. We're gonna go. I think we're gonna go to sudden death in a second.
Come on, we want to see.
Pass out.
Come on.
Pass to no one. Shot. Save. Wow. Oh wow. Shot doesn't get through. All right. It's sudden death because we're not gonna get 3 goals. Next goal wins. Because I only have like 15 minutes left. All right. So now Dave's on the left, going right. I'm still going Team USA. There we go. Dave comes around, shoots it to no one. Comes around, Gretzky comes. Oh! Nice. Here comes Sam. Can Sam score? No. Oh! Here comes Dave. Dave shoots. Sam's got it. Sam to the medium. Extra large. He's got it again. All right, Dave, big gulp size, coming around, shoots it nowhere. Average Sam again. Skinny Sam, save, skinny Sam, save. Average Sam. Come on. Extra juicy. Score! Dave wins it. Thank God. Wow, Dave, you win. Digital download of a certain NES guidebook. Oh, yeah, I'll shake your hand. You won it for Team USA. Sam?
Yes.
Disapproval. Disapproval. Who's next on the Play the Pump Challenge? Here. Donkey Kong, stand up there. And then we'll let's see what's player one here. Player one. Whoa, shaky, shaky. Who has not asked a question yet? Who has not kept me engaged yet? You miss in the yellow shirt. And then maybe someone on this side. And this side, this side, you too. Yeah, why not? Come on up. You're right here. You're close. All right. Okay, this is player two. What's your name?
Alexia.
Alexia.
Jocelyn.
Give it up for Alexia and Jocelyn. Let me see that one. Let's see. What do we do? Oh, there's a person back there. Let's do something fun. Let's do Karate Champ. Alexia and Jocelyn. Okay, the first one to win a game. Alexia, you're player one. Jocelyn, you're player two. And we're in black and white somehow. What happened? All right, this is like the 1940s Karate Champ. Not sure what happened there. Something got hit. I think Jocelyn just got a front kick. There you go. Yeah, I think something happened. What happened to the color? I don't understand. All right.
It gives it that 30s old school.
I was going to say, this is like Alexia with a punch to Jocelyn's jaw. All right.
Some people are protest.
Jocelyn, turn around. Oh, Alexia, turn around. Oh, back kick to Alexia's head. Jocelyn's a savage. Wow, not messing with you. All right. Oh, Alexia is on the left. Got to get turned around there. Attack, Jocelyn. Attack. Attack. Up the cliff. Hit it. Come on. Oh, now they're both okay. They're both backwards. Okay. Turn back around. All right. You can jump too. You can jump. You can jump. Oh! Sweep the leg. Jocelyn, I think it's in the lead. Oh, nice front kick. See, I don't know what the scores are. It's black and white. I can't see the shading here. Oh, nice front kick.
Just go by points.
Is that it? I think Jocelyn wins. Sorry, Alexia. Donkey Kong says no. There you go, Jocelyn. Give it up to Jocelyn, Alexia. You don't have the black and white thing here?
Maybe it's the color.
That's in color. All right, we got time for a couple more. Yeah, so we got like 10 minutes. Okay, who has not asked a question yet? Who has not annoyed Pat in any way? Is Elliot around? Elliot left. He hates me. I can't see him. How about way in the back? You and the beard. You got a big manly beard. He's got a manly beard. I couldn't pull it off. And then someone else over here. How about you in the end?
Me?
Yeah. I'll get you next time, sir. I'll get you next time. What's your name?
Craig.
Craig. Craig versus Matt. Craig, give it up for Craig and Matt. Craig versus Matt. Okay, what are we gonna do here? No, it takes forever. We'll do Ghosts and Goblins. We'll do highest score before you die. Or no, furthest progression before you die. How about that? No, you're here. You're first. Craig, you're first. Don't try to weasel out of it. All right. Craig's player one. Matt, you're player two. I guess the furthest you can get before I get tired of the game and turn it off, or you guys do. Craig, I guess, is that Gwendolyn? Is that her name? She gets kidnapped? Okay. All right, so here you go. The furthest you can get without getting killed. We'll do that, so you don't just stand still and get points. And I guess we'll do one life. Yeah, one life before you die. And if you're both in the same spot, then we'll do score, but you gotta get further along before dying. Craig doing all right so far. He's moving moving along. And why you're so not confident in yourself, Craig? You're like, yeah, I don't want to play. Oh, you're doing all right. Whoa! Let's see. Oh, fireball. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Let's get close. Uh-oh. Oh! Just run! Oh! Good job! Oh! All right, so, Matt, you have to get farther than that pit, wow, what a choke job there by Craig. You just totally missed that joke. I never saw it before. Usually this challenge, you die there. All right, let's see what Matt has here. Matt's starting off strong. Let's see, does Craig have the same beard here as Arthur does? I think he might. Whoa! He's down to his civvies. All right.
Fights better in his underwear.
Yeah, it's more getting more airflow in there. It's easier. All right. Well, let's see. You want to get the knife if you see it, or get your armor back, but that's kind of rare. Okay. This is going to be telling here. Oh, that's it. Wow. Craig wins. Craig, here you go. All right, time for one or two more. Stand up there. Oh, let's see. I'll try to get it. We got time for two more. I should play around, but I won't.
I can't ask the question if you won't take it.
Because Pat said so. It's Pat's time. Let's see. Okay. All right.
Go for it anyway. It's fun.
Okay. Who's going to be cool? I said the guy before with the beard. You come up again. So last time, yes, you keep your hand up and down. Did you ask the question? You asked the question. You asked three. So yeah. How about you? Come on up. All right. What's your name?
Give it up for
Matt. Matt and Joe. Give it for Matt and Joe. Another Matt. All right. We'll do Dr. Mario's always fun. Why not? Okay. Fever or chill?
Fever.
All right. Are you Matt in player one? Or Joe? What? Matt? Is that your name? No, you got it. Joe. All right. First one to win the game wins the game. Matt versus Joe. I don't know. Hit start and go. That rhymes. All right. Matt's on the left, Joe's on the right. And I'm standing way over here with the Donkey Kong disapproval. All right. Off to a strong start here. You guys have played before. Unfortunately, sometimes it's great when you have someone who has no idea what they're doing and they get schooled so easily. That usually happens. A nice combo there. Joe. Oh, wow, he's pulling out. Joe's getting closer, though. Pat has it from handle. All right, 1 out of 3 there.
Go slower. Or it gets weighted.
As a kid, I never got the hang of this game. But I didn't get the hang of a lot of stuff. Eating right, girls. Just never worked out for me as a kid. Missed drop there. Oh, wedge it in there. Wedge it in there, Joe. Wedge it in there. Oh, wow, that was close. Wow, that's a split second off. 1-1. Okay. This used to be an experimental Punk Challenge game. So, looks like Matt's slightly ahead. I mean slightly. But looks like Joe's coming on too. I don't know, so this is kind of a wire, maybe not. Joe almost has it. Matt almost does too. Oh! Joe gets it. One more, Joe wins. You don't want Donkey Kong to be disapproval. It's like Joe's off to a strong start. I was just dropping pieces, just like I drop pills every day. Elliot, don't drop pills. Where's Elliot? Don't do it, Pat. I'm not cursing, at least. All right. Oh no, Joe's throwing up something in the corner here. This might be tough to open up. Oh, this is going to be close. He might tie it up. Matt might be able to tie this up, maybe, and no! I thought you had a chance there, man. All right. Joe, you win. Joe, you win that download code. Matt, I apologize to Donkey Kong for losing. We have time for one more, play the Punk Challenge game. I almost want to come out of retirement to play, but no. I retire undefeated. I think I tied once with Stuttering Craig. I tied. Craig doesn't like losing. Oh no, he doesn't like to lose. But I beat him at NBA Jam. Where my Stuttering Craig, I beat him at NBA Jam 5 years ago. He'll probably still be upset. All right, let's see. What do we got left? What do you think is going to be the last play Punk Challenge? Oh, I don't know. A little thing called the Bubble Death Match Challenge. The world famous Bubble Death Match Challenge.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to come up and taste death? At the same time. Who wants to taste death? Pikachu hat. Come on up. You, sir, come on up. I'm sorry, not everyone can play the Bed Punk Challenge. I know it's extremely popular. What are we going to do? What's your name? Eric? Chris. Eric versus Chris? No Matt. Okay. Press A and begin the carnage. Eric versus Chris. It was on a Bobo. Get a Bobo. Eric versus Chris. Loading. Eric in nice blue. Chris in awesome purple. And they're going at it by the aqueduct. Look at that finger speed by Chris. Oh! Running headbutt combo. He's an advanced Bobo Deathmatch player. He's seen the tapes of me. Me destroying Eve. He knows what's going on. Eric, oh, double knockdown. Chris walking into some punches. Double boot. Running headbutt. Eric gets knocked down there. His nice jeans. All right. Chris with a boot to the gut. Some sort of running attack. Oh, they're circling. They're circling more. It's the whole game of circling and kicking. There's running attacks. There's punching. Oh, nice running headbutt there. Oh, nice kick. Kick in the butt. They're almost neck and neck. Chris is up by 1 health point here. Caught him with a boot. Uh-oh. He's down to the last. Uh-oh. Oh, nice counter by Eric. He knows the cheat moves and how to counter it. Oh, this is close. Oh, wow. You know, Chris needs some breathing room there. He's getting out of God. He's like, ooh, Eric's mad. He's mad. No one's doing anything. Oh my God, the pressure. Oh, that's it. Chris pulls it out. Chris doing the download code for my book.
That was a good battle.
Eric, you win a stern disapproval. I think that's all the time I have. Did you guys have fun? Yeah. I mean, really, you had fun. You don't mean that. Thanks a lot, guys. My name is Pat Country. I'll be at my table downstairs. You can say hi. We can have a drink. No drink. Drink of water. Elliot, no drink. And thanks for coming out. Enjoy the rest of your Retro World Expo.